What's up, guys? My name is Matt Reisinger. I'm a contractor in Austin, Texas, but you may know me from the Build Show on YouTube. Now, I'm visiting Airex Manufacturing today in California, and you probably recognize that name because I've made some videos about this. This is their Titan outlet. This is the original model that I used at my house, but I'm here because of this right here, a brand new model from Airex. This is the TRS, the Titan Retrofit model. Check it out, this is a two-piece that we can use when we're remodeling, when we're retrofitting. This is gonna solve a lot of problems for a lot of builders, remodelers, and HVAC contractors. Let's go talk to a couple of contractors and see how this could be used. All right, guys, let me introduce you to Donovan from Blue Diamond Contracting in San Diego. Donovan, I understand you've used the Titan outlet before.
We have. You know, the Titan outlet for us was really, really big. We've used it in all of our new installs. It's actually something that we physically use on everything. Anytime that we're dealing with running new lines, we obviously have penetrations, and those penetrations need to be sealed back up.
Now, you mentioned new lines. This is, though, gonna solve that problem. What do I do with existing units, right?
So that's probably the most exciting thing, and I think every contractor has really been looking for something like this, and Airex really delivered, right? Being able to go back on those jobs that we've already done and physically be able to add something like this.
Yeah,
right?
so we got a little mock-up wall, stucco, which is probably pretty common in San Diego. You got a line set that was put in before you guys arrived. You know, this is 10 or 20 years old, let's say.
Yep.
Show us how that could work on this retrofit.
No, exactly, Matt. So basically what we do is we've got our penetration through the wall, line set's already in. Imagine, you guys, that this is welded in. And it's just as easy as this. We're talking about putting it around the penetration, sealing up that hole, getting our Airex fitment right, and then essentially finishing it off with that Eflex.
Yeah. So this Eflex guard is intended to cover over and protect from UV rays that vulnerable insulation on the outside. How often are you going to jobs and that insulation looks terrible?
I would say 90% of jobs, and we're even talking jobs that are 1 year old, right? I mean, that sun is brutal, even in San Diego. You're losing a lot of energy when we're not having those lines insulated. I think most important thing is especially for us in the San Diego area, we get a lot of rodents through these.
Yeah, I bet that's right.
You know, and this really does solve that problem to a T.
I like it, Donovan. The other thing that I think this is gonna be a big deal for you is when people's friends come over and they mention that Blue Diamond did the work, and they're gonna see this beautiful Titan outlet on the retrofit now on their existing units. They're gonna go, man, those guys were really good. They cared about what they did as an HVAC contractor.
And I tell you what, we actually have contractors that reach out to us and want to understand how this product is working for us and everything like that. So, you know, very excited about the new product and definitely going to be using it in our business.
Love it, Donovan. Thanks, man. Let me introduce you to Gabriel. Gabriel, tell me the name of your company again.
It's under HVAC SG.
And you guys are in where in Arizona?
We're out of Tolleson, Arizona.
Okay, and you guys have used the Titan outlet in past projects, right?
We have, yes.
And what do you think about this new retrofit version? Will this be helpful for your business?
Oh, well, definitely. I mean, it gives us the opportunity to go into the house where the condenser is already connected and we don't have to disconnect anything, where we could just go in there and place it on there, and without having to do all the other work that would have been with the original.
Yeah, if that condenser is connected, you're not gonna power the unit down, pump the lines again. It's just way too much work, and it would be way too expensive.
Definitely.
But on the other hand, this retrofit, pretty straightforward. They've got a little mock-up here of this two-piece on a brick install.
Yeah.
It seems like it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. You know, it connects pretty easily. It requires 2 screws, and then also this one comes with a less thick gasket in the back, or seal, I should say, versus this one. You can get a bigger seal.
Oh yeah, check that. That's the 3/4 version, right?
Yeah.
So depending on irregular surfaces, brick, stone, whatever, the thin gasket may work just fine, but if you want the thicker gasket, which is kind of originally intended, I suspect, for siding installations where you've got a waterfall siding, a lap siding, that sort of thing.
Correct.
But I could see this being used on other situations as well. What are you guys mostly in Arizona? Are you mostly stucco in your marketplace?
We deal with a lot of stucco, but there is a lot of the older homes, they have a brick. So either one of these would work for those applications.
Makes sense. Gabriel, thanks for joining me, brother.
Thank you very much.
Let me introduce you to Brian from Blue Diamond Contracting out of San Diego, right?
Yes.
So Brian, talk to me about a house that has siding and how you might use one of these Airex outlets.
Yeah, so this is a typical residential application. We have a siding on the wall right here, and this is our line set that's gonna be connected to our condenser. Well, with this situation, let's imagine that this unit's already connected, and we have a hole right here that we're trying to seal.
Yep.
Well, we had the original style right here. The problem with this one is this one actually slides over the line set.
Yep.
And if it's connected to a unit, there's really no way to get that installed.
Yeah, it would be way prohibitive of both
Trying
time
to
and
cut
cost.
that, you know. So what they've done is they've actually created a product, looks identical to the other one, except for it separates.
Check that out, that's awesome.
Now with this unit's installed right here. Well, now I can go to my client and actually have a professional solution to seal that hole. Where before, we would be taping, maybe throwing some caulking, just some sort of sealant, right?
Yep.
So we'll give it an instance with this guy.
Hold this for you. So once you get that on the wall, then you can actually screw it together, and there's a physical bond there with those screws.
Correct.
And then also you're showing a 3/4 inch gasketed version with siding. You can get the same one in the thinner gasket if you're doing stucco or some other smooth surface.
Right, and the reason behind that thick gasket, we got those extra spots right there, so it's gonna seal that really nice, and then you only need one product. You can actually use this product on other sides of stucco or brick. So you can kind of get one of these and literally put that in our truck.
That's pretty
and
nice.
It covers all situations.
Yeah, and then when you guys walk away from a retrofit like this, man, it looks super pro. I bet your customers just think, holy cow, these guys did a terrific job, because you not only cared about the install, but you cared about the aesthetics.
That's correct. And then once you throw that Eflex guard on there, man, it looks like such a professional job. Like it's real nice.
And it's protected for years to come.
Exactly. I think they said 10-year warranty.
Pretty impressive. Guys, if you want to learn more about anything we talked about today, go check out the Airex Manufacturing website. Big thanks for having us out to their factory. Very, very impressive tour. This is a family-owned company with a patent holder who's originally a plumber, and these are made in America products. This is a really fun day that we've had today. Go learn more at Airex Manufacturing.